All right, we are live. We are live. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone, from the Eric and Liz show. And
Yes.
like always, I have that. I do have always that weird delay, and but it's good.
Yeah.
And
Thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you so much for tuning in to our show, the Eric and Liz show. Oh man, we have a beautiful, awesome show planned today.
oh, we definitely have, and I know exactly who you mean with beautiful and awesome. Me.
Yes.
Now
Yes, we
you're
have.
talking about Antoinette Love Ransom, aren't you?
Yes, our reoccurring guest, and she has some wonderful news to share with us today.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
And
very interesting.
very interesting. And we also have Fabrice Ardel today, who is the executive chef of the Westgate Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get them, you know, into the show.
All right, let's get this party started.
Yeah, I'm like, here we go. And like always, oh, it's so nice to have that and just let them in. Oh my,
Mm-hmm.
great. Yeah. Uh, number two is coming. So we should have Antoinette and
Yeah.
Fabrice on shortly.
All right. I think I hear Antoinette's voice.
Yeah, I'm here.
All
Hello,
right.
Antoinette.
We just can't see you right now, but I'm sure it's going to pop up shortly.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me make sure it's not anything on my side.
Ha,
Let me hit
that's
start
right.
Oh,
video.
we have to see you today. Hey.
Hello, Antoinette. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Thank
How are
you. Thank you
you?
for
I'm
asking.
good. I'm
Yeah.
good. This is
All right.
fun.
Are you working?
Yeah, always.
Right. I hear you.
Always.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just
Thank you so
here.
much for joining us, Antoinette.
Yeah, sure. This is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so, well, Fabrice is still booting up and he might have some technical difficulties, but that's okay. Um, as soon he joins. So
All right.
anyhow, I'm like, hmm, what can you say? So I heard,
He probably has to hit the camera button at the bottom, start video. He probably just has to hit that. Maybe he's on, he just can't see the video, you know?
maybe. Fabrice,
Yeah.
did you hear us? Did you just hear the advice?
Yeah, just
I,
hit start video at the bottom.
I don't
it's
even hear
okay.
him.
I don't know how technically challenged, Fabrice is. So, let's see. He is an extraordinary chef,
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
but
Mhm.
but
Nice.
but he is on an iPad, so I would say people on iPads probably have advanced knowledge of technology, but I might be totally wrong here and don't want to be quoted, by the way. Okay, Liz, please.
All all right. Let me introduce today's guest. We have Antoinette Love Ransom, PR creative director, brand influencer, Hollywood correspondent, and she just recently has a new title, Playboy Playmate.
Yes.
Welcome, Antoinette. I love
Thank
that.
you so much for having me on the show. This is great. I'm so proud of you two. You've
Oh,
come a
thank
long
you.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. I have to say
Yeah.
that we have.
Man, this is exciting. So what do you want to talk about first?
Oh, we want to talk about quite a few things. I know that since there's been a lot of things that have taken place since the last time you were here.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
can you give us a little bit of an update? And then I'll ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I think the first show, I don't know if that was before or after I did the reality show taping. Do you remember, Liz? I can't remember if that was
I
before
think
or
that
after.
was, you hadn't done it. You hadn't done
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Right.
So what happened was the reality show got picked up by the OWN network and we shot
Oh,
2 episodes.
okay.
Then the pandemic hit. So I know March 10th, the producers called me and said, "Hey, Antoinette, we're going to be putting everything on hold indefinitely." And I said, "Why?" This is because we're going to be quarantined soon. So the studios in Los Angeles got head up on like the quarantine before the public did, before it was on the news and everything.
Yeah.
So the producer says, "Well, we have to put everything on hold indefinitely." And I was like, "Oh man, all that hard work and everything I did to get to this point, this is supposed to be my break, you know?"
Right.
And I said, "Okay, well, everything happens for a reason." I said, "If we're quarantined, it's for a good reason. It's a pandemic, right?" I did not know that 3 months, we thought the quarantine was going to be 3 months. I didn't know that 3 months was going to turn into longer than it was, right?
Yes.
So that happened. And I'm like, me being on a reality show picked up and it's a pilot, I had to figure out what can I do to still keep my
Yeah.
face out there? Like, what can I do? Right?
Right.
Everything came to a stop. So I was just, you know, me, I'm always on Instagram. So one day I was posting on Instagram and this woman messages me in my inbox and says, "You have the most amazing face. Like you have a beautiful face." And I'm like, okay, what creepo is this? Right. So I kept ignoring her and ignoring her, ignoring her. And then she's like, "Have you thought about doing Playboy?" And I said, no, because it's nude and I just don't want to show my body and do all that." She says, "No, no, 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 it's not nude anymore. Have you thought about it?" I said, "Well, I do have one contact with Playboy. I know the photographer for them. He's a great guy. I'll talk to him about this and see how
Yeah.
legit it is." Because when someone reaches out to you through Instagram, you don't know how legit it is. You don't know if it's
Exactly.
somebody trying to get your information or whatever it is. So anyway, he says, "No, it's legit." He says, "Why, are you interested in doing it?" I said, "I thought about it, but I'm a little overweight and, you know, I would need to work out and lose some weight." So anyway, lo and behold, 2 weeks later, they saw me in a bikini and it's like, "Can you come down about 20 pounds?" Right. I'm thinking like 20 pounds. I'm thinking in my head, 20 pounds, you know? So I got a
That's
personal trainer and he started working with me. And I noticed that, you know, I started building more muscle and I was telling him I was worried because I wasn't losing the weight I wanted. I was building more muscle.
Yeah.
So, and then toward the end of our training, right before the shoot, I stopped training with him because he's very militant. And I noticed me building muscle everywhere, which is not bad, but I had to get a little soft and thinner for the shoot. So then I started doing more cardio, drinking more protein shakes, eating less carbs, and that type of thing. Lo and behold, I lost the weight. We did the shoot. I was really nervous. And it was challenging being outside and having people stand on their balcony, watch you pose in lingerie. That was kind of challenging because we were right in the middle of Beverly Hills and they shot me outside in this backyard area because of the pandemic, right? And then you could
right.
see people in all these expensive penthouses and high rises standing out on their balconies with their cameras and you know, all this zooming in, taking pictures of me. But
I thought that was a
yeah.
myth, though.
No.
Wow, that's
So
cool.
yeah, but I did that and that was an experience. They want me to do it again in July, you know,
Oh,
go for
okay.
the cover. And after I did that, a lot shifted after that. And I got an opportunity to do maybe Dancing with the Stars, but I didn't get a PR firm to represent me. So I couldn't get my social media numbers up enough for the Dancing with the Stars casting director for them to cast me. So I'm not going to do Dancing with the Stars this season, but hopefully next season, if they're still on air. I heard this was their last season. Hopefully next season, if they're still on air, I could do it. But you have to get your numbers up. They want me to get my social media numbers up to 500,000 organically. And that takes a PR firm to get you that high that fast because they have the
Right.
contacts to do that. And I couldn't pay this PR firm $10,000 a month to take me over the top like that. And that's what I
Yeah.
need to take me to the next level where I need in this entertainment industry. I need a
Mm-hmm.
PR team and I need a publicist. Publicist, not so much. I need more of a PR team. And that's
Right.
what it's going to take. So that's what I'm working on now is trying to figure out how to get sponsorship or funding to get me with a PR team to kind of take me
Yeah.
over
Mm-hmm.
the top, you know. And then
Right.
I have my third callback for the BET Awards, which the BET Awards are in June. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm auditioning to present a couple of the awards, you
Oh,
know, be
wow.
like one of
That's
the people that
awesome.
come out and present an award.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
So they have a celebrity hosting it. It's between two celebrities, which I can't tell you guys who it is. But what I can tell you is that they're having people, attractive people come on, like correspondents like myself or somebody from ET News, to come
Mhm.
on and present a couple of awards, because I think it's going to be virtual. The award show is going to be virtual.
Yeah.
Right. I
So
think so.
yeah,
Mhm.
so they'll have people come on present, but we won't have a live audience. There'll be a live audience on all these TVs and everything
Mhm.
behind us. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. In addition to me, I'm a publicist for a new TV series called On Deck. It's
Okay.
yeah,
Is
you
that
can go.
local here in San Diego?
It's LA, but the guys from San Diego, that's how you found me.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
so it's called ondeckseries.com, and you'll see me on their website as a publicist, and that's featuring, Fernando Tatis Jr. He just signed that $360 million deal with the Padres.
Wow.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's the star
Oh
of the
yeah.
show.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could be your sponsor.
Yeah, I thought about that, but professionally, it would be conflict of interest for me to ask him, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm only kidding. I'm
yeah,
just
no,
putting that out there,
I
but
know.
you never know.
I know, but I thought about that, but I was like, huh, because that's what everybody's thinking. But people don't know, when these ball players sign these big contracts, they don't get this big money up front. Like Fernando, I think he gets 1 million of that 380 million right now, just as an
Mm,
advance. But he
right.
probably don't get a majority of that money until the following year.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm working on that, and then I'm also working on another film project with Bob Marley's nephew.
Okay.
It's called Reversed.
Hmm.
So we're doing that too, and we're trying to raise funding because he already got picked up on a network. So I'm helping him on the production side. You
All
know?
right. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So I do have a couple more questions for you, and I know Eric does too. Antoinette, can you describe yourself in 3 words?
3 words. Yes, I
Yes.
can. I would say creative
Mm-hmm.
and ambitious
Mm-hmm.
and giving. I'm very giving.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I love that. I love that. And so how has being a playmate, how has that changed your life?
Well, Liz, you probably know this. When you do something that stands out, you're gonna
Mhm.
get haters everywhere, right? You know?
Ooh, girl.
So 90% of
That,
the feedback that I got was positive. And then you
Okay.
have people that you would never expect, right? Never expect
Mhm.
that they look at you like, wow, I can't believe she did that. I look better than her. I could have done that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
I got a little
do you
backlash
really
from,
think so?
yeah, I got a little backlash from girls that are like maybe 20 years younger than I am.
Wow.
But for the most part, I got a lot of positive feedback, especially people in the industry, like people from
Hmm.
like CBS and Fox and everything else. I got a lot of
Hmm.
positive feedback. And they liked the fact that I was very classy about it. I was
Right.
I was not raunchy. I was classy the way I did it. And I specifically told Playboy, I don't want anything raunchy. I don't want to be bent over and all that. I want to be keep it classy, keep it tasteful, because that's going to follow
Exactly.
me. But I will say it's an accomplishment. I'm glad I did it. It kind of
Hmm.
opened up a few things for me, and I would do it again, most
So
definitely.
so that's the moment when I say I'm going to share the screen.
All right. You know,
Is
we
that
have to do
is,
that.
is that the moment? Okay. I'm like,
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's the promo I did for the Hard Rock here in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they called me up, the marketing department called me up and say, "Hey, can you do a promo for us? We've been watching your Instagram." I'm like, "Yeah, I'd love to."
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and it was freezing that day. It was 6 o'clock in the morning and
Hmm.
nobody was at the pool, and you could hear the birds chirping downtown, and um
Wow.
yeah, and I had to pretend like I wasn't cold, but I was cold.
Oh my goodness.
that's
See,
why you look like
Antoinette,
you were.
that brings me back to you never know who's watching you, right, Eric? You never know
Yes.
who's
You, you,
watching.
you
Hmm.
She
never know.
just says they were watching her. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's one of the Playboy pictures. Yep. Yeah.
That's art. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I want it to be very tasteful and simple. I didn't want to be anything that was gonna later on, years later, I was like, oh my God, why'd I do that?
Hmm.
But I'm very happy the way the pictures came out. I was nervous, but I'm happy the way they came out. I could have changed a few things, but that's okay. I know next time. you know?
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's you, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yes. So Eric, do you, ooh, look at that.
I'm
Yeah.
just like that,
Yeah. That's a picture of
Antoinette.
me with pants only, no top, and then people were standing out on their balconies taking pictures. I was topless, so I was covering my chest with my hands, but you could see everybody on their balconies when I did that shot. Everybody standing out on their balconies taking pictures. I was like, and that's what I was. I was nervous, but you can't tell by the picture, right?
Well, that's where you say, you have that confident look,
Yes, yes,
that
yeah,
I feel good in my skin. You
yeah.
work for it. And, if Janet Jackson can do it, Antoinette can surely do it.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Janet Jackson, Jennifer Lopez, they're all representing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So I'd like to ask you another question. You went to Las Vegas with the Playmates. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how was that experience for you?
Yes, what it was is like a promo tour. So what you do when you're a playmate, you just go to,
Mhm.
because the pandemic, it made it really hard. So
Yeah.
we
Mm,
had to do a lot with press taking pictures in front of a step and repeat and not a lot of people around. But if it was
okay.
a regular promo tour, you would hit the nightclubs when they're just packed, and the DJ and the club owners make a big deal about you being in there. Then they have a big step and repeat with the Playboy on in the background, and you're taking pictures, and people are taking pictures with you. So
Mhm.
we're still going to do that on a different level after this pandemic is over. So I'm
Mm,
that's why I think I'm going to shoot for them again in July, which will be great for me because by the
mhm,
time the pandemic passes, I'm going to use both shoots as far as my press, and
Yeah.
we'll just rock it in Vegas next time.
mhm,
But it was really hard in Vegas because everybody was social distancing. Some places weren't open, some restaurants weren't open.
mhm.
The energy was a little different.
Okay.
So, but it was still fun. It's still fun. I can't wait to go back. I signed a deal with Paris Casino, so I'm like going to be like their new brand influencer. So I
Oh,
start doing posts for them in July for Paris
Cool.
Casino.
congratulations. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I hustled that when I was there. I met with the marketing director. We had lunch. It's a sister. She was
Mhm,
she's like, I'm so proud of you. Keep going. She's like, what if I get you a contract with Paris Casino? I'm like, yeah, I would love that. And she's like,
mhm,
they would pay for my accommodations, my suite, anything I needed. And all they
mhm.
want me to do is just post my experience staying at the Paris Casino, going to the spa, going to the restaurants, me gambling. Just that's all I have to do is just post those things, to
Oh,
highlight
wow.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
easy, huh?
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
fun. That's what I love
Mhm,
about doing that. It's fun. And what I try to keep it real is like
mhm.
I cannot stand social media influencers that fake it. You and I know what I'm talking about
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
there's some that fake it like they're taking these extravagant vacations or rocking this brand, and you never know what's going on behind the camera, right?
Right.
So I keep it 100 real. If there's nothing going on, I won't post it. I don't fake it. If I say I'm working out, I'm really working out. I'm not just rocking some Adidas brand and taking a picture. I'm really working out. So that's the bad thing about brand influencing and influencers on social
Yeah.
media. So I don't like
Mhm.
the ones that fake it and they buy a ton of followers and it's not real.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
and our young kids look up to that. They want to be
Mhm.
that. And I always make sure if I'm going to do something, I got to do something where if kids look up to me, I could say, hey, this is the right way to do it, you know? So
Mhm.
yeah, but yeah, I just had to put that out there because I saw a documentary the other night. I don't know if you guys seen it called Fake Famous. Did you guys watch that?
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah, it was on HBO. It's called Fake Famous. You guys need to watch it. It's about social media influencers, and it was really well done. It gives you the insight of what influencers do.
Mhm.
Yeah, watch it when you get a chance. It was like I was like, wow, you know.
Wow.
And I don't
Mm.
want people to perceive me like that because I don't do that. I don't do
Well, we
that.
know how hard you work.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
I first met you, I was told she works so hard. I don't know how she gets any rest, and you know what I mean. That's
yeah.
what was told to me, that you work so hard. But
I
it's
do.
with the type of business that you do and what I do. How do you think you become successful? You do have to work hard. It's not
Yep.
something that comes overnight. You know.
You and I are working when everybody else is sleeping, right?
Exactly.
Antoinette, Antoinette, you know, you probably have some smuggling to do at your next photo shoot because you should just wear one of Liz's scarves.
Oh yeah, huh?
Ah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And it'd be really pretty, huh? That's a good idea,
Yes.
actually. I think
Yeah,
that'd
it
be pretty.
is. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Hmm.
Nice plug. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Come
Just
on,
the scarf,
we
huh?
look out
Yeah,
for each
just a
other,
scarf.
you know.
Exactly.
I think that'd be beautiful. You know?
Yeah,
So,
so do I. I'll be in touch with you about that.
Yeah, just
so
tastefully
what
done
can
and
we?
wrapped the right way. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I could see that. Yeah, for sure.
So
Wow.
what
Yes.
can we do for you to get those 500,000
Oh my
followers?
goodness. Well, there's definitely a science to getting 500,000 followers without buying them. A lot of people, influencers and public figures are buying 500,000 million followers so they can get those instant contracts with these TV networks. I don't know if you guys
Mm.
know this, but all these shows that are on, Dancing with the Stars, The Bachelor, all these
Hmm.
big reality shows, they
Hmm.
don't even care about your talent. It's all based on your social media numbers. It really is.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
multiplies. You know,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
if they're following you, they're going to follow the show. I mean,
Yep. Yep. So I that's the thing. There's no way to get that many followers without hiring a PR or social media marketing firm to
Hmm.
come and take over your social media. It's so hard to do that organically without buying them. And that's the way these PR firms do it. They do it organically because they have celebrity clients and they just start hashtagging you to the celebrity clients and
Hmm.
everybody starts following and you see your numbers like quadruple. Like every day you're
yeah,
getting 25 or 30,000 hits, you know?
Right.
So,
Organically.
yes, organically,
Hmm.
yes, but that's what it takes. It takes coins to get me to the next level because
Hmm.
I've done a lot. I post on social media all the time. I hashtag the right way, and it's grown a little bit.
Hmm.
But I only get like maybe 20 or 30 followers per day when I need to be getting anywhere from 3 to 5,000 or 10,000 per
Ooh,
day.
that's a big number. Okay.
It is, and
From that.
there's people actually getting that per day. But that's what it's going to
Mm.
take for me to get another opportunity on some TV show or big network, you know?
Hmm.
So,
yeah.
yeah. Even I'm auditioning for Entertainment Tonight, and even Entertainment Tonight told me I need to get my following up to at least 100K, you know?
Wow,
So,
you can
That's
do it.
amazing.
You can
yeah.
do it. I've seen
Yeah.
you come. I mean, I've seen you go up and
I
up,
know. I know.
so
I know. It's,
hey,
it's,
you
it's
can
it's
do it.
crazy how social media just rules everything. It's just
It
all about
does.
those numbers. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know. But people still follow me because they like my content. I do get a lot of positive feedback privately. They'll message me and say, "Hey, we like the content that you post on your page. It's very
Hmm.
positive. It's very uplifting." And that's what I try to do. I try to keep it very positive and uplifting, not fake, but positive.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Exactly. Can I ask you another question? If do you have any advice for someone wanting to do Playboy?
Yes.
I would almost say, because I mean, I don't want to like dip into your business and everything, but
Right.
you know, you're, I'm not going to say of age, but
Oh no, you
you
can say it.
really took a chance, you really took a chance and you knocked it out of the park, girl.
Yeah, I was
Literally, you knocked
like
it out of the park.
Playboy
Mhm.
told me I'm the oldest one they've shot since Farrah Fawcett. I guess Farrah Fawcett shot Playboy at 52, you
Oh
know?
my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett did Playboy at 52, 53, and then she got cancer, and then you know the story. But
Hmm.
they told me I'm next to the oldest one besides Farrah Fawcett. And I was like, oh my God, am I supposed to take that as a compliment?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Yes.
But I was more flattered when they asked me to do it again in July. I was like,
Hmm.
and go for the cover. I was like, whoa,
Oh my goodness.
But
you
you
know,
Woo.
know, I think
yeah, yeah.
that's where Playboy is in general changing their image.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
You
not
know,
big in the United States anymore. They're big in Australia, Spain, Africa, Japan. They're big in all the other countries but the United States because when they stopped going nude in the United States back in 2016, people
Hmm.
stopped subscribing. They stopped buying the magazine. They stopped going to,
Wow.
yeah.
yeah.
So they're big in other countries, just not here in the US, like
Hmm.
they were, which
Well,
is sad.
It's very interesting because, um, say, semi-nude
Mhm.
has always been part of European publications, period.
Yes,
Mm.
You know,
yes,
to
yeah.
see someone's breast or whatever
Hmm.
has never been, an offense. There's like a magazine like Stern in Germany,
Hmm.
which is
Mhm.
read, I mean, by 30 million people,
Right.
and
Mhm.
they regularly have, nude pictures or half nude pictures, but
Yeah.
they've done that for 30 years. And nobody feels that that is why I'm buying the magazine. I
Right.
think with
Mhm.
Playboy, especially in the beginnings, that was probably an attractive part. Oh my gosh, I have a centerfold,
Hmm.
and for
Hmm.
that, and but the articles that they have, and Hugh Hefner has been, you know, very pro anti discrimination and everything.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't get enough credit for it because it's
Right.
overshadowed, um, well, by his affairs and all that. And yeah, he had a very open social life.
Right.
You could say that.
Right.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And
I got to be around him a few times when I used to work at the mansion. I worked at the mansion as a bartender around 2000. Oh my gosh, I'm going back. 2002, 2003, 2004.
Mhm.
I was in college and I worked with him just 3 days a week, usually on the weekends, the busiest when he had all his parties.
yeah,
Mhm.
So, but I remember being around him. I would call him Papa, you know. I say, "Hey Papa, how you doing?" But I remember being a bartender there and him at the time telling me I should do it then, and I was too scared to do it. And I was younger,
Mhm.
younger, prettier, better shape and everything. And I was like, "Oh no, Papa, I can't do it. My parents will kill me." Because at that time it was still nude, like fully nude.
yeah.
I just
Right.
couldn't see myself. So I know he's gone now, but he'd definitely be surprised if he was alive and found out that I did it.
Mhm.
Because
Of course.
yeah, he kept asking me, and I was just bartending for him. He kept asking me, he says, "You're pretty enough to be a centerfold." I'm like, "Oh, no, that's not my cup of tea. I'll keep bartending." Then he told me how much money the centerfolds are getting paid at the time. I said, "I'm still not interested."
Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't want to show all my business.
Right, of
So
course.
yeah, yeah. But, but now looking back, I'm like, huh, interesting. It's so crazy how my life has come full circle.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
Full circle back to Playboy.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is indeed,
Yes.
that's
Playboy
indeed
playmate.
interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like, but
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's great. So when you finally found out this is serious, and they asked you to lose the 20 pounds,
Hmm.
um, were you starting to get self doubts, or did you
Oh yeah.
just put, you know, your eyes on the prize?
I was like, can I do it? Because I had three
Mhm.
months to lose 20 pounds. 3 months, right? And I was like, oh
Wow.
my God, can I do this? And I'm one of those people, I love sugar. Like I love my weakness is chocolate. So instead of me eating a bunch of food, you'll see me nibble on like maybe some M&Ms or chocolate. So I had to definitely cut out the chocolate. And I like wine. I might drink wine once a week or something. So I had to cut out the wine.
At least once a day. Sorry.
Right.
Cheers.
But I love wine. I had to cut out the wine because wine, as you know, is nothing but sugar, right?
Right.
So I
Uh-huh.
said, can I do this? And I struggled the first 2 weeks I started working out. I struggled. Some days I lay in bed
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I can't do this. 20 pounds is a lot.
Right.
It takes, for my body, it takes me to burn 1,500 calories to lose 1 pound, right?
Wow.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I had to cut my calorie intake down in half every day and keep working
Mhm.
out. And once I started to notice the difference where my clothes were getting looser and certain shirts I had from years ago fit me and look good,
Right.
I started to get more encouraged. I was like, okay, it's actually working. Me working out and sweating and getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning is actually
Mhm.
working. So
Exactly.
yeah, it took a minute. It wasn't an easy adjustment. It took a minute because that has to be part of your lifestyle. You working out all
Right.
the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what I had to do. I
Exactly.
had to make it part of my lifestyle now. to stay active. It's
Right.
tough, but I'm doing it.
And the
So-
thing
so
that I
they-
love about that is that you actually, let everyone in on that. You
Mhm.
recorded yourself working out, and it was in
Yep.
the summertime too. And I know it was really challenging.
Yeah, doing jumping
Yeah.
jacks and
Yeah,
push-ups
exactly.
and stuff I haven't
Yeah.
done since I was younger. I was like, I didn't realize how out of shape I was until I started to do 100 jumping jacks.
Right.
I said,
Whoa.
100 jumping jacks. I think I was tired at number 20, right?
Right.
I said, oh my God, I didn't realize I was that out of shape. Now 100 jumping jacks to me is nothing. I'll bust out 300 in a minute, right?
Right.
But
Exactly.
I struggled to get to 100 jumping jacks. I'll never forget that. And I'd sit in my car just almost crying. I'm like, I can't believe I'm this out of shape. Like, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I really love that part of the process. Like I said, how you brought everyone into it. You,
Mhm.
you showed your viewers on
Yep.
Facebook and Instagram what you were actually doing, because it took a lot of hard work to get there. This wasn't
And
something that came
I was
overnight.
boxing, hitting a punching bag and
Yeah.
boxing
And
because I
you did the ropes, and I
Yep.
remember that tire that you had.
Oh my God. That was no
Yeah,
joke.
that was hard.
Now it's nothing. But
Right.
pulling that 300-pound tire, oh girl, I
Mhm.
was like, I'm seriously out of shape.
Yeah, but hey,
So
We-
how long did it take you, till you felt that, oh my God, I'm getting there.
hmm
My body is now supporting me.
About a month and a half. A month and a half is when I got to the point where I could endure more. I had
Mhm.
it was amazing. Like I could use my body as resistance. I could start doing more push-ups. I mean, I could feel the difference from me
Mhm.
getting up every day 7 o'clock in the morning working out. Because I wasn't just doing cardio. I was hitting punching bags and doing weights and pulling things to
Mhm.
build, because I had a tone. My body was, from having kids, my
Mhm.
body was really fatty in places like my belly and under my arms and in
Mhm.
my back.
Who are you
And
talking about? Sorry.
yeah. So, and to burn those things and to tone them up, you got to start doing some weights and some resistance,
Yeah.
because cardio won't tone that stuff up. You gotta do some weights. And boxing tones up your upper body. That's why I was
Mhm.
boxing, because I noticed my arms and my stomach and my chest I could start seeing the muscles and started getting toned. So
Mhm.
I'm all about hitting a punching bag, just
Right.
it's great exercise. So
And you had a great trainer too. You had a really good trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name, he has a GI Joe Fitness. He's over there in it's like Santee. He has a private gym. And so it was perfect because he had a private gym, because it worked during the pandemic to where he could just train people one-on-one,
Right.
But yeah, Joe helped me I have to thank him. He helped me get in shape a lot. Like, he got me on. It was tough. There was many days I left. I was so mad and frustrated at him. He had me pulling weights, lifting weights, doing squats across the parking lot, running around the parking lot like 8 times. And I'm sweating and everything. But it paid off though. That's
Yeah,
what
the
you
end
need.
result. Mhm.
Yeah, it paid off. It was no joke. I was tired doing it, but I did it.
Wow.
So what
Yeah.
are you doing now? Because the next photo shoot is coming your way.
I know. And now I took a 2-week break from working out because I've been busy with getting ready for Entertainment Tonight and BET auditions.
Mhm.
But lately I've been rowing. So I started rowing
Oh.
4 weeks ago. Do you guys?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, so rowing is building up all these muscles, my lat muscles, my shoulder muscles, and my legs are really muscular from doing rowing
Right.
now. So I row now 4 days a week. Yeah, 4 days a
Mhm.
week. I didn't do anything this week, but last week I rowed 3 days, and the week before that I rowed 5 days. So next week I'll row 2, because I'll be in LA the rest of the week next week, but I'll row 2 days next week. But that's no
Mhm.
joke, Liz. I don't know if you've ever been rowing, and
No,
and you're
no.
rowing
I
with
mean,
other,
the exercise machine
yeah.
where you roll like that,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
rowing I do.
Yeah. But that and being in a boat and rowing,
That's hard.
yeah,
Being in the boat. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
really hard.
I'm doing that. I'm doing the machine. I'm doing a bunch of things right now to try to stay in shape. Lately, I haven't the past couple of days because I've been busy with work, but yeah, I try to stay active.
Yeah,
I
you do
mean,
have to let your body rest for,
yeah,
some time, let your
you do.
muscles rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
My exercise, my workout is I just, I walk 3 miles a day.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Walking. Yeah, I'm doing
But,
I love to walk. That's great
mhm.
exercise too. I tell people if you don't want to exercise, at least walk. Just get out there
Right.
and just walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's important. You got to keep that heart moving, you know?
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We take our beach bikes out, so only flat terrain.
Mm.
I'm like, oh gosh, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, my youngest one is 8 years old, so he keeps me still doing things.
Aw.
Hmm.
But still, it's like, hmm, I take on 5 pounds, I lose 3. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's really hard right about now, I tell you.
Yeah, the
This,
pandemic,
yes.
everybody's put on weight in this pandemic.
Mm.
It's hard.
Everybody.
It's hard.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because even me, I
Hmm.
find myself even once in a while, I'm still snacking on things I shouldn't be snacking on. I'm like, okay,
Right.
internet, if you snack on that, you got a road tomorrow. It's going to take you X amount to burn this little snack off for you, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That little chocolate bar.
Right.
I just want to come back to the rowing part. So you're not actually on the machine, you are actually rowing in a real boat.
I do both. I do both. So
So
when,
did you
yeah.
have to join a rowing club?
Yeah, you do. You do. And that's what I did. A friend of mine, her name's Lynette. She's part of a rowing club. So
Hmm.
some days we'll get on the machine and do it, you know, and then
Yeah.
some days we'll just get in a boat and everybody will be synchronized and we'll go. And of course we're wearing masks, but we're going like this. And it's hard when you're in the water because it's so,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, the
Mhm.
resistance is tough. So, but I notice I'm building muscle from doing that. I see muscle forming in my back and in my shoulders, you know, from doing it.
Mhm.
And my
How long do
legs,
you do it for when you
an
do
hour and a
that?
half, hour and a half. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, hour and a
Ooh,
half. By the time
that's,
I'm done, I'm like drenched. I'm like sweaty, tired. I want to take down 5 protein shakes. But
wow.
because
That's,
you burn a lot because you're
Yeah.
using so much to
hmm.
row. Yeah. So I'm always hungry after I row. Like it's crazy.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm getting there. Baby steps. I made it part of my lifestyle for sure.
That's what you have to do because it
So
can't
Yeah.
cool.
be just for a project. You have to make exercise and eating the right things, a way of life. You
You
do.
do. You
And then
do.
sometimes we're not perfect, but
I
you
know.
just do the best that you can
Yeah, like you said, Liz, it's
hmm.
hard during a pandemic. It's tough.
Hmm.
Yeah. So my heart goes
Exactly.
out to everybody that's gained weight and they can't lose the weight and they keep gaining. My heart
Right.
goes out to them because it's so easy to
Exactly.
do when you're sitting at home and you're not doing much and you're eating.
Hmm.
So that they come on you quick,
Yeah.
those pounds.
Eating.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It
Yeah.
does.
It's just not the eating part. It's I love cooking. So it's like, oh, it's so wrong. And I always find something to cook. I mean, I just got myself actually a Chinese recipe book with like,
Mm,
yeah, with like something like 1,500 recipes in it.
Oh wow. Oh
that's
wow.
cool.
I've, and it's like an encyclopedia. I always have problems with that word. But anyway, the dictionary, you look things up. So
Yeah.
for Chinese food, and it's incredible. I mean, just today I learned something which um, you do like 10 milliliters of ginger juice
Oh wow.
with 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 a liter, well, with 100 milliliters of milk that you have at about 70 degrees Celsius,
Mhm.
it becomes a pudding. I was totally like blown away. It seemed too simple, but it worked.
Oh, that's funny.
That's cool.
I got a bunch of cookbooks too since I started eating clean. So I got
Hmm.
I like Alicia Silverstone's cookbooks. I'm kind of hooked on her cookbooks. She has
Oh,
vegan
wow.
cookbooks, but
Hmm.
I got a bunch of great cookbooks on how to eat clean. So I've been doing that.
What,
Hmm.
So when I
if
wake
I
up,
may
that's what I
ask,
do.
what does that mean, eating clean?
Eating clean to me means like I don't eat fried food anymore. Fried food is out,
Okay.
so you'll never see me eating any fried chicken. I still have a sweet tooth, but I'm learning to like sweet fruits instead of like chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I had to switch
Right.
that out.
You can
So
have dark chocolate.
dark chocolate, yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
you can definitely
yeah,
have dark chocolate.
yeah, you can. But
Mm-hmm.
I switched out the whole chocolate because I love chocolate. That's my sweet
I
tooth.
know, me too. That's
Yeah.
my, oh
I
God.
know. I know.
It is.
So I said, "Oh, I got to eat clean." So I said, I need to replace the chocolate with fruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing I wasn't doing before I started working out, I wasn't taking enough greenery. And people don't know how important like kale and spinach and broccoli and peas,
Right,
the
exactly.
green
Mm-hmm.
vegetables are when you're trying to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I learned from Drew Barrymore is when you wake up, you take a full glass of water and you take a
Mm-hmm.
full lemon and you squeeze the lemon in the water and you drink
Yeah,
that right when you wake up, and that helps burn calories for the rest of the day.
right.
So
That's what I was telling Eric. I've been doing
yeah,
that for like 3 months now. And I just
yeah,
got my whole bag of lemons today. And
yeah.
you put the honey in there and it takes away all that stuff that I told you about earlier, Eric.
Yeah, if people just woke up instead of, because I made a habit before where I was just waking up having a cup of coffee to start my
Mm-hmm.
day. So I got away from that. I still have coffee, but not like that. I'll wake up with
Right,
a full glass of a tall glass too, and just squeeze a
Yeah.
lemon and then drink the whole thing, you know?
right.
And I notice my body is different now that I've been doing that. So
Mm-hmm.
eating clean is like, to me, is not eating fried food, eating things that are healthier, regardless if you
Mm-hmm.
eat meat or not, just eating healthier and
Right,
and I eat smaller portions now. Like,
right. That's,
yeah,
yeah.
smaller portions. That's what I do. Because
Mm-hmm.
before I would take down a full plate of spaghetti with no problem, meatballs and
Right.
everything.
And when you're exercising also, it does shrink your stomach.
Yeah, it does. So
Yeah, so
I
you
know,
don't want as
yeah,
much.
I
Mm-hmm.
notice I eat a lot less than I used to. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Just naturally,
Yeah,
just eat a
That's
lot less.
interesting.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, eat clean. Try to eat clean for like a couple of weeks and see how your body feels.
Right. Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
So Antoinette, do you have any words of wisdom to our viewers and someone young out there? You want to give them some, this is Women's Month.
Yes,
So
yeah.
would you like to say something to a younger woman or an older woman?
Let's see. Women. I always get private messages from women, and the common message I get from women is always, how can I do what you do? And I tell
Hmm.
people this, young, old, middle age, whatever you are. I said, as human beings, we're here on earth. God gives us a gift. And if you know what that gift is early in life, you're blessed, because I didn't know what my gift was early in life. I didn't figure that out until I was well into my adulthood when I found out what my gifts were. But I
Hmm.
always tell people, whatever your gifts are, whatever your passion are, that go with it. Whatever your passion is, go with it. Don't make it
Hmm.
like, don't always think about plan B, because that's the mistake I made when I moved to California, when I was
Hmm.
pursuing dancing and choreography and everything else I was doing. I always
Hmm.
had in the back of my mind, oh, here's my plan B. I could fall back on this if this doesn't work out.
Right.
That's great, Liz, but that subconscious plays a trick on you when you do
Yes, it
that.
does. Hmm.
So I teach young girls, don't do that. If your passion's dancing, then you be the best dancer in the world. You take it all the way to the top,
That's
right?
right.
If you're an
Hmm.
actress, you focus on that. Like me,
Hmm.
my thing is I figure out what my gift is. I'm definitely gifted at connecting people and producing things. So
Hmm.
that's my gift. And that's what I'm focused on right now, is producing, right?
Hmm.
But it
Yeah.
took me so many years to figure out what my purpose on earth was. So if these young girls know what they want to do and they're
Hmm.
really passionate about it, I
Hmm.
would say to any young girl, anyone older, anyone middle age, stick to it. Don't think of plan B, because that's the mistake I made. Is thinking
Right.
back, oh, I got plan B if this doesn't work out. No, focus on
Hmm.
that first, you know?
Right.
So
Exactly.
if you do that, you'll be so successful and you'll save yourself so much time and frustration. You will.
Hmm.
You will, because God will bless
Exactly.
you when you stick to what you know. You become an expert at that. And that's
Exactly.
and that's when you make money. When you become an expert at something that nobody else can do,
Right.
that's when you really make the money. That's when you start seeing the money coming in.
Hmm. Be
Yeah.
good at that, and yeah,
Yeah, and you'll
it's
and
your
you'll and you'll
niche.
shine. You'll shine.
Yeah,
People to start
exactly.
contacting you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's that's the advice I would give anyone, is just whatever your passion is, stick to that because that's your purpose on life. Don't
Mhm.
always think of plan B, fall back on something because then subconsciously you'll always think like that. It'll
Mhm.
hinder you from really focusing and pushing on your talent. That's what
Right.
happens. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, have you ever actually been asked the question, how do you, regardless of what field you're in, how do you become an influencer? What makes a person say, oh, she's an influencer? Like, I mean, how do you
Yeah.
become an influencer? How do you
Well,
do that?
it's so funny you say that. I get asked that all the time too by young
Mhm.
girls young teenage girls.
Mhm.
So what happened with me was an accident. I wasn't trying to be an influencer. What happened was when I started doing the Macy's and Starbucks promos,
Mhm.
um, and started posting, other small businesses seen that. And they're like, they thought they liked the way I posted. They liked my
Mhm.
energy. They liked my look, the way how I would display their product. And that's how I started getting messages, right? On
Mhm.
people saying, hey, why don't you post our product? We'll send you this if you post. I'm like, yeah, sure. I got into it by accident, but
Mm.
if young women really want to be an influencer, they have to figure out their niche. What do they want to post?
Mhm.
Are they a foodie? Do they like going around to different restaurants and
Yeah.
taking pictures of their
Mhm.
food?
Mhm.
They can become a food influencer. Or do they
Mhm.
like to go to the beach? Are they an outdoorsy person? Do they do a lot of outdoorsy stuff that they could post? And they focus on
Mm.
that. And they would
Mhm.
contact companies that have products that you would display outside, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, that's the trick. You got to figure out your niche. Like I have one friend, and
Mhm.
I'm trying to do the same thing she's doing. She
Mhm.
got a big contract with American Express, and
Oh,
she's
wow.
yeah, she's 2 years younger than me, and she has kids too, working
Mhm.
mommy. And she says, Anthony, I got that contract with American Express, Caucasian woman, and they pay her $30,000 a month
Oh,
to
that's pretty
basically
good.
travel, take pictures of places that they send her, and then go back home. That's all she does.
Wow.
That's her full time, but that's through American Express, and they
Most
pay her
horrible
salary.
job in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And but see, before she got that, she loved to travel and take pictures of every place that her and her kids went to, or if she went anywhere
Mhm.
that was like just different, that was her niche. She's called a travel critic, right?
Mm.
So,
Okay.
and then she got that big contract with American Express, which is crazy. I was like, her following's only 13,000 followers, and
Mhm.
yet she's getting 30 grand a month from American Express. So
I think
sometimes,
that's awesome.
yeah, sometimes people think you got to have 2 million followers to get 30K a month. Most of the
Mhm.
time you do. But with her type of posting and what she's posting, companies look at that. So it doesn't really matter what her following is. They more look at her content of what she posts, you know.
Mhm.
Well, and
So
probably
yeah,
also the people which
yeah,
follows her,
yes,
because
yes, yeah,
unfortunately, I mean, all that information which is out there is very transparent.
Mhm.
yes,
So
yeah.
they know who's following you. I mean, it's like when you go on LinkedIn, you just
Hmm.
go, you can look up all your followers and you know
Hmm.
who they are.
Right.
And I'm sure that, I mean, like in her case, these people are probably well-heeled travelers
Yeah,
and niche market, here you go.
yeah. That's like I
Mhm.
told her, I said, you got the dream job. You got American Express paying you to travel, and all you do is to post on Instagram where you're at.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's so cool.
Yeah, post your experience. But yeah, if anybody wants to be an influencer, I would say figure
Mhm.
out what you like to do naturally. Like
Mhm.
what are you passionate about? And then focus on that niche when you post on social media, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Cool.
Good. And make sure you have that scarf.
yeah. Right.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Thank you.
go.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh,
Yeah, he's so sweet.
Antoinette, thank you so much. That was great, and I have to say, it surely also takes some guts, to do what you did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Exactly.
I would never be asked by Cosmopolitan to, but that's a totally different story.
That's cool.
Yeah, the journey doesn't stop. I'm still trying to either get on a ET or the BET Awards, and I'm still producing
Mhm.
those 2 film projects. So it doesn't stop. I'm still looking for funding for some projects and some things for myself. So it's
All
always
right.
it's always something. It's always
All
something,
right. Put it out there. Put it out
Yeah,
there,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Put it
yeah.
yeah,
out there in the atmosphere. If it's something
yeah,
that you're wanting, you
yeah,
know, that's
yeah. I
that's what I
do.
do. Yeah, with
Yep,
my brand new luxury silk scarves. Hey, I'm putting it out there. They're going to be everywhere in
yep,
a minute.
yep. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I could see that. I could see
Yeah.
that.
Oh, me too. I yeah, I saw it a while ago. So,
You're
yeah.
wearing one now too, aren't you?
No, this is one of mine, but it's not a scarf. It's
Oh,
actually
okay.
it's one of the it's a gator. You
Oh,
can wear them on your
cute.
head. It's a gator and it's on the website.
Oh, cute. I
Hmm.
like it. I like it. It's
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. But thank
Hmm.
you guys for having me. It's always a pleasure to do this, you
And
know.
it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for
Oh,
coming. You know, I
you're
know you're
welcome.
super busy and stuff. Thanks for taking the time out to be with us today.
Yeah, for sure. Anytime. I'll keep you guys posted on everything I'm doing.
Well, thank
Oh,
you,
hey, we're gonna
Antoinette.
hold you to it.
Yep. I will. I'll always keep you posted. It's always a journey. Everything I do is a journey.
Exactly. I hear you.
Well, so see you again in 6 months, I guess.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Right. My life's always changing every 6 months, it seems like. So yeah, 6 months would be a good number to check back.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure. But thank you
Well,
guys. I appreciate it.
well,
you're
Yeah.
thank you
welcome.
so much, and good luck.
Yes, thank
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, we're
We love
wishing you the
you.
best.
Thank you so much. And vice versa. This is
Thank you.
great. You guys are you've come a long way since we first did the first
Oh,
show.
yeah.
So you're,
Absolutely.
yep, you're getting there. I can see you
Uh,
guys picked up locally.
Ooh, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, it's not hard. Not hard
But
at
it's
all.
not impossible, you know?
Yep. Yep.
we just have to continue, Liz.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just you will see in 10 years from now. My God.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the key to keep doing it. Because yeah,
Hmm.
that's the key. That's what the networks like to see, the consistency.
Right. The
Yeah.
consistency. That's right.
Yep.
Hmm.
Then the offers start coming in. You'll see offers. So
Right. Exactly.
Hey,
yeah.
how can you say no to offers?
Yeah, I know. There's
Right.
gonna come a day where you will. You'll have so many offers, you'll be like, oh no, I can't do that one, can't do that one, can't do
Ooh,
that one. Yeah.
isn't that wishful thinking?
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
Okay,
trust
right.
me.
but then on the other hand, remember that offer that Hugh Hefner gave you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
So
know,
many years ago. Yeah, so
so
many
many
years ago.
years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, it's really interesting. You try to draw your own book, and it seems someone else keeps writing it for you.
I
Hmm.
know. That's so true. Well said.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well said. Well, thank you
All
so
right.
much, you guys. I appreciate this. This
But
is
All
thank
great.
you,
right. You're
Antoinette.
welcome.
Like I said,
So,
Yeah.
good luck.
all right. Take care, Antoinette.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Best of
continue
luck to you too
rowing.
as well. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Okay.
Have a good one.
You too.
Have a good one.
All right.
Okay, well, there we go. And I'm like, that was very, very interesting.
Yes, we're still live.
We're still live, and we're
Hmm.
like, wow.
Yeah,
And
that was
I'm
awesome.
sorry that from time to time I had to look on my phone, but apparently I don't know what Fabrice is going to come up with, as an excuse.
Okay.
Apparently, I overstated him having an Apple iPad as. Oh
Mm.
yeah, I remember. I didn't want to go back to that. So anyhow, maybe in the future
Hmm.
we might have him on.
Oh yeah, we will. Probably
Maybe,
next Thursday.
maybe because he has some interesting stories. Um, but Antoinette,
Yeah, that was
that's it.
awesome.
just seeing her and, being that motivated and doing what she did. I mean, great. Kudos to her. That's all I can say.
Right, exactly. I'm really proud of her. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because I saw the other playmates, and the age difference, and I'm like, you couldn't tell that they were in their 20s, and like she gave them a run for their money.
Hey,
That's what you got
boo
to
to
do.
them, I guess. Boo to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
So to our listeners and viewers, hope to see you again next week, and thank you for subscribing us, but also thank you for watching us. I mean, our viewership, I mean, over the past, my gosh, 3 months
Hmm.
has over tripled, which is really nice.
Hmm.
And please don't forget, you can email us if there's anything you want to be on the show, because you have something positive to say. I don't know if you noticed that, but we try to be, more on the positive side than the negative side, because you get other news anyhow. But it's
Hmm.
always nice to see someone who had difficulties. Well, no, I rephrase that. It's not nice to see someone who has difficulties. It's nice to see someone which overcame their difficulties, and have a story to share, that is great. And that last week when we did your scarf presentation,
Yes.
um, involuntary,
Hmm. It's
was
okay.
our most watched show ever.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Yeah, just you and
Oh,
I, you know.
yeah. So we just kind of rolled with it. I really enjoyed that too.
No, it did work.
Yeah.
So anyhow, so thank you to our viewers.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
to our viewers for tuning in. We really appreciate you.
Yep.
And
See you
yes,
again.